Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the Las Vegas Virtual College Fair. I just have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started this evening. You will see a Q&A button on the screen at the bottom, and you can put your questions into our presenters at any time this evening. As a reminder, your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for some additional sessions. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week on the same website that you registered tonight. So we have a great list of presenters tonight, and without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our presenters. And first up is the University of Utah.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. I am hoping that you are all having a okay night. It's pretty late here, but I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and just give a rundown about my university. And then the questions that I see on the chat, I'll tackle them as we go along there. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So my name is Francisco Samaniega. I'm an admissions counselor at the University of Utah. And a little bit about me, I graduated in 2016 with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication. And I absolutely loved my experience at the University of Utah. It gave me the chance to go over a lot of career fields in research and science. And then I went to the business field and I did a couple of internships downtown in Salt Lake City. And then from there, I figured out that counseling was more my passion in a sense. So that's just a little bit about me. And I work with amazing other counselors that come from all over the country and ambassadors as well, University of Utah ambassadors. So one thing that surprised me about the University of Utah recently, I think this was ongoing as I was graduating, was that we have a satellite location in South Korea, and I didn't know that a lot of other universities had satellite locations in other parts of the world. You can also check that as a student, you can check out if that's something that would interest you in transferring over to South Korea. Of course, as an undergrad of the University of Utah, that would be a lot easier to do. We do have 24,000 undergraduate students, and that on the number scale does seem like a lot, but our campus is fairly big enough where if you are walking along the pathways there, it doesn't really seem like there is all these students on there. So for any of you that have been on campus, hopefully you don't feel too overwhelmed. I mean, there's many trees. I personally try to hug a tree or two every so now and then. I mean, when do we actually pay attention to nature, right? Our student to faculty ratio is 17:1. The average class size is about 23 students. We do want to keep classes smaller just so that it can enhance the learning capability of our students. A lot of our faculty have a lot of awards that they have gotten from the local, national, and international community because they are involved in collaboration with other professors and all of that jazz with that community. So we're super proud of our faculty at the University of Utah. We are a Research One university. We do encourage our students to pursue any research fields that they might be interested in. If you are interested in the College of Humanities, studying something in the College of Fine Arts, engineering, whatever have you, we do support our students to pursue research. And we can also compensate our students for their time. We also compensate students as far as materials go. And we also go ahead and if you were interested in or if you were invited to a conference in a different state or even internationally, we would definitely make that possible for you to represent the university in those communities as well. And then, right. So, one of the things that I like about the University of Utah is that it's right in between best of both worlds. And by that I mean is that we're 10 minutes away from downtown. Downtown is home to a lot of 500 Fortune companies, a lot of 500 Fortune companies that are downtown. And then also we're about 10 minutes away from the nearest hike. So if you were stressed or just needed some air to relax, you do have the hiking trails along the Wasatch Front so that you can kind of de-stress. So we have the best of both worlds. And we do have fairly easy access to world-class skiing and snowboarding resorts. The nearest resort is about 30 minutes away. And we also have the Utah State Capitol, 10-minute bus ride away as well. And I've tried this out too. I have gotten a bus from on campus all the way to the Utah State Capitol. And so for any of those of you that are interested in political science, that's also a really great opportunity to intern for a congressman or anything like that. And we also compensate our students for that time as well. And then, let's see. So we have a lot of academic programs. And if we particularly don't have the major that you are looking for, that's a-okay. We encourage our students to see if they are interested in creating their own major. Not only does this to show initiative and is really great resume experience for future employers or internship opportunities, but it's also a really great amazing leadership experience. And also if, for example, it might be under a different name. So for example, recently, exercise and sports science there's been this national trend where colleges or universities have been calling that kinesiology now, just because kinesiology is more encompassing of the major and it's more, it just allows you more freedom for any internship or employment opportunities out there. So it might be also under a different name. So there's that as well. Okay, and then we also have several residence hall options available. So the newest addition to our residence hall family has been the Collard Village that we have. It's that picture that's orange, beige, reddish. It was just opened this fall, and it's absolutely amazing. Super, super awesome to have that as well. And then let's see, let's get. And let's see. Courtney, am I doing well? Is everything okay?
Yep, you have about 10 more seconds.
Okay, then I'll rush it through. Thank you so much. The Student Life Center. I have climbed that wall and it's super, super awesome. It's free for all of University of Utah students. We have a lot of clubs at the university. I think the other student portion is more holistic admissions review. So we look more at the student as a whole. Obviously, Courtney, I want to respect the other universities' time, so I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen now. I don't know where my head is right now, but I'll go ahead and if any students have questions for me, I'll just answer them in the chat. Thank you.
6 minutes goes by super fast, doesn't it, Francisco?
It really does. I was getting carried away. I don't know what I was doing.
The good news is that you'll be able to connect with all of the students that have registered when you get the full list. And Francisco had a great point. Feel free to put all of those questions in the chat or in the Q&A. Next up, you're going to be able to hear from Utah Valley University.
Hi, guys. My name is Carrie, and I'm excited to be with you guys today. And I have my amazing coworker, Charles, with me as well.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here.
I think that his screen may say Carrie instead of Charles, so sorry about that.
We're 20.
Feel free to call him Carrie. He loves that. So we are Utah Valley University. We're actually just down the road from our friend Fran. Good to see you, Fran. I haven't seen you since Vegas last year. We are the largest university in the state of Utah with over 40,000 students. And as you can see from this picture, we are in a beautiful valley. We're kind of in the heart, a little like, we're like 40 minutes south of Fran in Salt Lake City, and we're 5.5 hours away from you guys in Vegas. So I think it's like the perfect distance from home, just close enough that you can go home if you need to, but far enough away as well. We also have other universities within our valley, other large universities. So there are over 60,000 college students that are in our valley, which creates a lot of social opportunities and a lot of professional opportunities as well, whether that's networking or connecting with different professors, different professionals. So that's something that we are super grateful for here at UVU. Do you have anything to add to that, Charles, before I go to the next slide?
No, keep going. We got 6 minutes. Let's roll.
Sorry. I know, I'm not used to that. Normally we have like 45. So even with, let's talk about academics really quick. So at UVU, we have over 234 different possibilities. We have certificate programs that can be 6-month programs up to 2-year programs, things like computer science, but also automotive and auto body. We also have associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees. Some of my personal favorites are our amazing aviation program, our amazing culinary arts program. Those are just the first two that come to my mind. Nursing program.
Nursing. I was going to say, I just want to throw this in. Nursing is one of our most coveted, most highlighted, and most renowned degrees at UVU. It's a phenomenal program. It's top tier. It's really one of the best.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in on that, Charles, because I almost forgot nursing. I can't believe it. I live with 2 UVU nurses, and they are very proud of that program. And then we also have, again, those 11 master's programs. So there's a lot of different options for you as students when it comes to UVU. And while you're studying at UVU, we have something we like to call engaged learning, and that just means we want you to have hands-on experiences in addition to those classroom ones. Our average class size is 23 students, so pretty small, which is awesome. You're able to get to know your professors on a really personal basis. I was a communication major, but I ended up with a biology scholarship because there were 20 kids in my class, and I was able to get really involved in research. And honestly, I'm not that great at biology, but I was able to have a really great academic experience because of those small class sizes. These students are actually in Indonesia, this picture that I'm showing you right now. And we might not be traveling as much because of COVID, right? Hence why this is virtual, right? But we still like to keep that engaged learning in every single aspect of our education. For example, my sister is an English major, and she has to write a book as a part of her classes right now, and it will be published by the end of the semester, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so one thing that we have at the heart of UVU is student success. We want you to feel like this is a place where you can be successful and provide resources for you. And that's a piece of advice that I have for all of these universities. That is that there's never gonna be a time in your life like college where there's so many resources and opportunities thrown right at you. And here's just a short list of some of ours. We have resources for DACA students, HB 144, mental health student services. I really appreciate that our graphic designer put bowling and gaming center on our resources list. And we also have our Center for Social Impact, just to name a few, but this list continues on and on. Again, another outdated picture from before the COVID days. My arms are actually in the middle of that picture. You guys can guess which one is me. But this is at our soccer game. We are the only Division I soccer team in the state of Utah. And we also have the only Division I wrestling team as well. But soccer is probably our favorite, honestly. And it's always so fun to get involved and cheer with our student section. And maybe athletics isn't your thing. You don't want to go to the games, but you can get involved in clubs. We have over 200 clubs, and it's a great way to find those other students that are interested in the same things that you're interested in. I was a part of the UVU Students for Refugees club, and we were able to teach English to students and to provide opportunities to those in our community. I also went to Guatemala. I could go on for days about all of the amazing club experiences that I had at UVU. Charles, did you have any involvement experiences you wanted to mention?
Yeah, you bet. That's how I paid for school. You know, I'm a first generation student. Neither of my parents completed college, and they didn't have a lot of money. And so UVU had very affordable tuition, but still it was out of reach for me. But through my engagement with different leadership programs and different student organizations, I was able to get some amazing experiences and have my school paid for. It really was life-changing. And it was such a wonderful thing. And just to touch back on resources, there's so many different ways to get involved, so many different ways to financially pay for school, and UVU really prioritizes making sure that we can find something for you. There's come as you are. That's our motto. That's definitely how I felt when I came, and I definitely feel like you'll find that here as well.
Cool. So student life, that's again what we talked about with clubs and organizations. This is our rock wall that we're a really big fan of. I just wanted to touch on our admissions deadline really quick. February 1st is our scholarship deadline that I would recommend applying and being admitted before this deadline. I also wanted to briefly point out our out-of-state waiver. So if you are an out-of-state student and you have above a 3.5 GPA and a 24 on the ACT, then you will get in-state tuition at Utah Valley University, which is around $3,000. Also, just with that, I wanted to mention that there are also other options when it comes to the WUI and other ways to pay for that out-of-state tuition. We have a lot of students from Vegas, and we really appreciate you guys. You guys are great students and an asset to us. So lastly, this is my contact information. Feel free to take a picture of this or write it down. You can send an email to me or to Charles via this email. But thanks so much for choosing to spend your time with this session. I think it's the best. These are some cool schools. So nice to meet you guys all, and let us know if you have any questions.
Carrie, thanks to you and Charles. And next up, you're going to hear from Snow College.
You're muted, Ashley.
I'm so dumb sometimes. Let me start over. Hey, everybody. My name is Ashley, and I am with Snow College. I also have another rep who's going to be kind of looking through the comments and the Q&A to catch any questions. Her name is also Ashley, so we're trying to keep things simple for you. But we're going to go ahead and just get started. Okay. I'm hoping it works. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is where Snow College is located, because that's a tricky one. We are located in central Utah in a small rural town. We have 2 campuses. Our main campus is in Ephraim, and our second campus is in Richfield. So it is pretty small. In the town of Ephraim, the college is the main point of the town. So it's very much a student or a college town. As far as rankings go, we are actually ranked as the #1 junior college in the nation for student success by the Chronicle of Higher Education. We're actually a super affordable school. We are the most affordable state school in Utah, which is pretty cool. And we were also ranked the safest campus in Utah. So you're going to go to school at Snow for not a ton of money, but you're going to get a quality education. Let's talk about money first, because if you're anything like me, school can be a little bit, like you can worry about school a little bit just because of how much it costs, right? Your whole life, you've probably heard that college is expensive and you need to save up or you're gonna go into debt. But like I mentioned, Snow College is the most affordable state school in Utah, and we are sharing the savings with our neighbor states. So the non-resident tuition cost is $6,000 a semester, but Nevada residents are eligible for the WUI rate, or the Western Undergraduate Exchange rate, which is only $2,615 per semester. So you can actually do a full year at Snow for about half what some students are paying, which is really nice. And then you've also got student fees, books and supplies, and on-campus housing that go on top of it. But overall, Snow College is a very affordable option, especially if you're wanting to move out and kind of experience college that way. But just because we say it's affordable, that doesn't necessarily mean you have, $3,000 just chilling. So scholarships are a really great way to pay for school. At Snow, we stack scholarships. So that means that you can receive multiple awards to cover full tuition plus up to $700 after that. So the first type is like a non-resident academic. If you have a parent or a grandparent who graduated from Snow College, you're eligible for an alumni legacy scholarship. We have departmental, diversity, leadership, performance-based, and private scholarships. So you could actually get a music and a theater scholarship, as well as a leadership scholarship, to cover all of your tuition and then get paid to go to school on top of it, which is pretty awesome. Our scholarship deadline is March 1st for majority of our scholarships. There are a couple that are either February 1st or May 1st, but you can find that on our website. That's listed right there. And then there's also financial aid. The great thing about financial aid is that if you're eligible for a Pell Grant, that is worth $6,300 a year, and that's going to cover your schooling plus some. So you could actually have a Pell Grant covering everything that you owe at Snow and then get scholarships on top of it. So there are a lot of ways for you to pay for school. Moving on, some important dates and deadlines. Our application is open now for seniors. If you are not quite a senior, you'll just want to start applying the fall of your senior year. The FAFSA is open as well. And then the scholarship deadline is March 1st of a senior year, and the FAFSA priority deadline is June 1st of your senior year. We do not have an admission or registration deadline. We are an open admission school. So that means that you can actually apply and register for classes the day before school starts, and you'll still be able to get in. With that, we are, like I mentioned, an open admission school. So there's no minimum ACT or GPA to get in. We actually don't even require an ACT score for scholarships or admission. So as long as you are on the track to graduate high school, you'll be able to get in, and you can even get scholarships just based off of your high school GPA. Okay, some programs and majors. So we are a junior college or a 2-year school. We help students earn their associate's degrees. So, or do the general education and prerequisites for a lot of different programs. So if you started at Snow, you would do 2 years doing your math and English, science, history, all of those super fun classes, but also the prerequisites for a lot of different programs. So if you're doing a pre-med route, you could do anatomy and actually work in the cadaver labs. Or if you wanted to do psychology, you're gonna do a bunch of intro to psych classes and do your own experiments, things like that. And then you can transfer to a larger university. We've actually transferred to every school in the state of Utah, including our private schools, and we've transferred students to a lot of the out-of-state schools as well. Our current president, he actually went from Snow College to Stanford. So it's not, starting at Snow isn't gonna limit you. It can actually help you get to your dream school, which is pretty cool. We do offer 2 bachelor's degrees. One of them is in software engineering and the other one is in music. Okay, and then student life. We are a very young campus. 94% of our students are under the age of 24, and our average age is 19. So it's a lot of students who are recently graduated from high school, trying to make all of those college memories you've been dreaming about for your whole life. And so we have a lot of clubs. Some of my favorites are like the Hammocking Club. They just go up the canyon and hammock. They've also got skateboarding club, psychology, all sorts of stuff. We do offer athletics. We are in the NJCAA, and so it's a junior college league. All of these are available for students as well as with scholarships. So as we finish up, I know I'm out of time, I'm going to just share this screen. If you guys want to take a picture of it, you're more than welcome to. But this is the contact information for people who are in your area. So you can reach out to me. My name is Ashley, or Jill or Megan. So any one of us are happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you at Snow.
Ashley, thank you so much. I know I'm learning so much about these great institutions, and audience, I know that you are too. Don't hesitate to put those questions in the Q&A. Next up, you're going to hear from Carlos from the University of the Pacific.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carlos Hernandez, and I'm one of the admission counselors here at University of the Pacific. So I'll get started very quickly since I know we have a limited amount of time. All right, so quick little intro. Again, I'm an admission counselor. I'm also an alumni from the university. I graduated back in 2015. I've also lived in Stockton City as well, where our main campus is located. So to get started, University of the Pacific, we are the oldest charter university here in California. We were founded back in 1851. We've been rated as one of the most beautiful campuses because of our brick layered buildings, as well as coupled with our immense greenery around the campus as well. So a great place for just taking photos, and you'll see that often, especially on the weekends. Stockton, California is located in Northern California as well. Stockton is a primary campus where all of our undergraduate students will come and earn their undergraduate degree. We have also a campus in Sacramento, which is about 45 minutes north of us, where we have our McGeorge School of Law. And towards San Francisco, which is about an hour and a half away from us, you can find our Degoni School of Dentistry as well. So those are the three main campuses. Our undergraduate population is roughly around 3,700. Our student to faculty ratio is 13:1. And our average class size again is about 18 as well. So small school in general regards to the amount of students that are there on a day-to-day basis. But again, everybody will come to the Stockton campus to earn their undergraduate degree. One of the things I want to just highlight as well is one of the mantras that we ask all of our students is, what is your purpose? That's designed to have you start thinking about what you want to pursue, not only obviously as an undergrad student, but also the field that you want to pursue afterwards as well. And that's how we kind of craft your education as well. In regards to what to study, we have a variety of different programs to choose from. In total, more than 80 different disciplines to choose from as well. We do accept your applications into your major from day one. So if you already know what you want to pursue, you can apply through the school directly. But we have a nice 50-50 split in regards to our liberal arts, our humanities majors like communication, psychology, sociology, criminology, political science, religious studies, coupled with also a very strong STEM related coursework as well from our School of Engineering, which recently just completed its 50th year anniversary. It also is one of only, I believe, 2 schools west of the Mississippi that has a fully supported co-op program, which means that all of the students that are studying engineering get to go and work with the company for about 5 to 7 months and actually get paid for it as well. The average salary per month is roughly around $3,800 for those experiences. And there's an advisor actually within the engineering school that will help you with selecting your maybe top 5, top 10 companies that you would like to work for. And then they can help you with also the interview process and then with the negotiation of your salary as well. A lot of those opportunities are held within the Bay Area. That's where we have the majority of our alumni connections as well. So that's one of the big perks about the engineering school. It's a requirement for all those students that are studying engineering to do this co-op. So we're kind of forcing you to kind of get that hands-on experience as a part of your major. If you're studying computer science, that's an option for you. Roughly around 75% of the students will take that opportunity as well, since again, you're taking time away from school and actually getting hands-on experience in the field. Apart from that, we have the oldest conservatory west of the Mississippi. You'll see a lot of different areas within the conservatory that you can study, from music composition, education, performance, music therapy. And one of the newest programs that we have is the music industry studies, which does not require you to do an audition. And it teaches you more about the business application, dealing with licensing, with contracts, with managing talent, and doing producing as well. 2 of our most competitive programs that we also have at Pacific is our pre-pharmacy and pre-dentistry programs. They lead to an accelerated track where students can earn their doctorates within 5, 6, or 7 years, depending on which track you get into. But again, as a whole, there's a variety of different areas to choose from. And if you don't know exactly what you want to do at this moment in time, perfectly understandable. You can come in as an exploratory student, which just means that you're undecided. And as long as you are able to decide on a major by the end of your sophomore year, you'll still be on track to ideally graduate within those 4 years at the University of the Pacific. One of the things that if you're going to remember something up at the school is our emphasis on experiential learning, and you getting a chance to work hands-on on something like this that's maybe not a traditional canvas for students to study art, working in small groups with faculty and classmates to learn more about different subjects, and then doing research alongside of your classmates as well. We provide opportunities to work on research with faculty, but also independent research as well if you're passionate about a field, and to be also published. And we also provide funding for you to pursue some of those experiences as well. Student success is one of the things that we also take a big pride in, is making sure that you understand, again, what your purpose is. All students will be assigned a faculty advisor even before they set foot on campus. These faculty advisors are actually your professors based on your department, and they will work with you to not only select the classes from semester to semester, so that way you don't lose track of your graduation requirements. But on top of that, we have our academic advising and career service center that are designed to help you with your specific career of choice down the line, which is reflected in the next slide here. So this is some of the career outcomes. 91% of our 2019 graduated class are employed or are in graduate school. 93% are working in a field related to their career objective. This is a noteworthy number just because, again, we really take that attention to detail in making sure you understand what you're working towards year to year, semester to semester as well. 1 in 4 of our graduates are actually going into graduate school or professional school directly after graduating as well too. Residential life, so we have dormitories within the campus. There is a 2-year on-campus living requirement if you live within a, so what happened to my screen?
We are out of time.
Time? Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Sorry. We want to make sure that we can get to all of our presentations tonight. So
of course.
Next up, you're going to hear from Mount St. Mary's University.
Awesome. Hello, all. I'm going to take over my screen now. So once again, we're another school located in California. So at Mount St. Mary's University, we're located right in the middle of Los Angeles. So we have multiple campuses, but are both located within the greater Los Angeles area. So please feel free to come join us and explore what Southern California has to offer. So our primary role at the Mount, you'll learn a little bit more about our true identity soon, but our goal at the Mount is to make sure that we provide an environment where our students are able to transform socially, academically, spiritually, and professionally as well. So as you can see here, these are some of the accolades we received. Our most proud one is one that we're ranked amongst one of the most transformative colleges nationwide. But as a private university, I also think it's important to recognize that we've also been ranked really highly on our value as well. Various ones of our programs have also received accolades. So at the Mount, we feel very confident in our ability to make sure that we're preparing students as accurately as possible. So this is our school's mission. So we are a Catholic university primarily for women. So we are about 90% women serving. And as I mentioned, and very similarly as other colleges, we provide a lot of detail-oriented services to our students. So within our mission, we hope to build our students' leadership skills and foster a spirit to serve others. So our curriculum, our professional experiences, as well as our clubs and organizations on campus are all geared towards making sure that our students are prepared as effectively as possible. So I am going to answer a live question. Do you guys at Mount St. Mary's accept students who are faithful to other religions? So I'm so glad you asked that. I was actually going to touch on that question right now. So although we are a Catholic university, students of all faiths or no faiths or spiritualities are welcome. However, if you are interested in exploring your faith or spirituality, we would encourage you to do so through our various clubs and organizations. However, we don't have any extracurricular or academic religious requirements. We're a very intimate campus with just 1,540 undergraduate students. And the exciting component of that is that each member of our campus that steps on the Mount truly makes an impact on our university, whether that's founding a new club, starting a new leadership organization. We feel that we've built up students' abilities to, once again, instill leadership skills. So we're really confident and we hope to promote that within our campus as well. Here's a little bit of information regarding our 2 campus locations. So we do have residential halls on both of our campuses, and students can choose to live in one of our community style halls. Other ones of our residential halls are super private. So completely based on your preference, we are really excited to make that a reality. So firstly, our Shalon campus is located in the Santa Monica Hills in Hollywood, California. So from that campus, since we're perched on top of a mountain, you're able to see the Pacific Ocean, Catalina Island, the Griffith Observatory, and you have a wonderful view of the LA skyline. So not only are you getting a great warm education, but it's also a great opportunity for some photo ops. Secondly, our downtown location, our Doheny campus, is located pretty closely to downtown Los Angeles. So this campus is a little bit more diverse from an age and gender perspective, simply because at the Mount, we also offer graduate programs as well as a weekend, evening, and online college that also admits male students. Here are some of our most popular academic programs. We actually are home to the first Bachelor's of Nursing program in the state of California. So that's really our bread and butter. We have a great nursing program in multiple different routes, including an accelerated one for our students to take. A very intimate class size of 16 students. We believe that all of our students have very valuable experiences and opinions that deserve to be shared during class. So we do a lot of discussion-based learning at Mount St. Mary's University and have a really tight-knit student to faculty ratio of 10-1, which means once again, you get to know your professors. A lot of our professors will give out their phone numbers and just say, hey, call me after class if you have any questions, and will remain very accessible to our students. These are the ways that we make sure we take care of our students. Obviously, university resources, all included in your tuition, but also we want to make sure that our students are taken care of emotionally, spiritually, and mentally as well. So our Mount Wellness campaign makes sure that students are able to succeed academically because they have a really strong self-care and self-awareness foundation. Leadership is interwoven within our campus culture. So of course, our leadership clubs are some of our most popular on campus. We don't require that students live on campus. However, if you are able to, as I mentioned, students can live on either one of our campuses. And we do have an inter-campus shuttle that'll take our students back and forth throughout the day. So for our commuter students, that's also a wonderful resource as well. Here are the components to our application. So we do use the Common App in order for students to apply. And I'm so excited to let you know that we're no longer taking test scores into consideration when evaluating applications or any academic scholarships. The best part about applying to the Mount is that you don't have to apply to additional scholarships. All students are automatically considered for all merit-based scholarships upon applying, and all students are guaranteed anywhere between $11,000 and $17,000 of scholarship money per year. You'll find our deadlines here, and then here's a little bit more information about our average financial aid package, affordability, and things like that. I'm not your personal Mount St. Mary's University admission counselor. My name is there, but that's obviously not my email address linked there. But please feel free to email Nicole with any questions and stay in contact with us. And with that, there's my 6 minutes. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you, Katie. We've heard from so many great institutions tonight, but we still have one left. So our final presentation tonight will be from Woodbury University.
Hi everyone, let me see here real quick if I can share my screen. Let's see. All right, so let's get started because I only have 6 minutes. I'm all, like everybody else, I'm used to like hour-long presentations. But real quick, Woodbury University, we're located in Burbank, California. So that's right on in the LA area. Let's see. We're one of the oldest private institutions here in Southern California. We've been around since 1884. We nationally accredited, fully accredited for all of our programs, nonprofit private institution. So your degree from Woodbury has validation all across the world. We had great weather in Southern California. So if you're from out of state, you would definitely love being here in LA. We're also the third safest campus in California. So there's 24-hour security in our school. So if you live in campus and you're working late, you can always get someone to help you walk you to either your dorm or your vehicle. And so, yeah, that's how we keep things safe. And then another thing that I want to note is that Woodbury, we like to say that we're practice-based education. And the way that we go about it is that we make it a requirement for graduation to take on an internship. And this helps you not only learn hands-on in the field, but it will also boost your resume up and make you more likely to find employment after graduation. And over 95% of our students find employment within 6 months after graduation. And it's a lot of times we credit that to internships. And we have 2 campuses, technically 3, but 2 campuses. Our main campus is in Burbank, California. That's where we offer all majors. If you are interested in architecture, And if you go first to community college, then you can transfer to either the Burbank campus or the San Diego campus, and that's only for the School of Architecture. Okay, if you're interested in architecture as a freshman student, just coming straight from high school into university, you can only go to Burbank. But both schools collaborate, and we have a lot of international professors too, because we're so close for the San Diego campus to Mexico. So they collaborate and do a lot of work together. And then the Whipple Gallery, that's this extra space for students and for faculty to do some projects. It's located right in Hollywood Boulevard. So it's just extra space, and it's a really cool space where they showcase work, galleries, movies for the filmmaking students, and so on. We're a pretty small school, only about 1,200 students, and our faculty to student ratio is 9:1. So rarely you're going to see a class that it's over 10 students. The largest one I think right now is 15 students, and that gives you the opportunity to have a closer relationship with your professors. You can seek mentorship opportunities and get your questions answered and so forth. We have also a really diverse campus. It truly reflects how LA looks as being one of the most diverse cities in the world. We're a Hispanic serving institution. We have 15% of our students who are international students. So we have people from all over the world. And also we have a lot of people from out of state. Over 10% of students are out of state. So you get all those different perspectives from our student body. 29 different majors offered for undergraduate and graduate students. Our most popular one is architecture. Then we interior design, fashion design, filmmaking, game art design, and animation. So and then for the game art design, we just got ranked 11 in the nation. So if you're interested in going into the video game industry, Woodbury has a great program. So you should definitely take advantage of that and consider Woodbury if you're interested in one of those programs. We offer a lot of different services. We have tutoring, we have a writing lab, we have academic support, counseling services, healthcare. And again, all of these services are designed to help students succeed. Another thing that is really important is that we don't have impaction problems, meaning that impaction, you're going to start hearing about that. When the school is impacted, means that there are more students than seats available for a particular school or a major. We don't have any kind of problems like that. We take a pride on graduating students within their timeline, meaning 4 years or 5 years for the School of Architecture. And that's really important to us. We want to make sure that students succeed. I'm not going to go through the majors, but I'll give you a link so you can check out the different majors. Application deadlines, March 1st of your senior year for fall semester, or November 1st if you are transferring and want to go into spring semester. 2 different ways to apply. You can go to woodbury.edu and just click on apply, or you can go through the Common App. So those are 2 different ways that you can apply through our school. Minimum requirement of GPA is 2.75. You can get in the program in the school with the GPA as low as 2.25, but then it will require you to take some extra classes in the bridge transition program so you learn more of the services that we offer. A portfolio is required for animation. They want to see that you're able to draw the same thing over and over again. So, for example, the same face with different gestures, body movements, stuff like that. It needs to be original work, no fan art. So don't draw like Batman with doing different things. They want to see your original work. SAT, personal statement, letter of recommendation, all optional. You highly encourage you to turn it in. But if you don't have any one of those pieces of information, your application would not be dismissed. We look more at the GPA, and I'm going to tell you in a minute why. So let's say my time's over. Let me just talk about scholarships. Okay, so our tuition is like $41,000 a year. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but GPA matters. If you have a 3.7 GPA or higher, you get $18,000 every year. That's an automatic scholarship. We just look at your GPA. 3.4 to 3.69, you get $16,000. 2.95 to 3.9, you get $10,000, and 2.5 and above, you get $16,000. So again, we offer a great scholarship package because we want students to come, and very often, and that's on top of any other money that you get. So often we see students that come and they don't have to pay anything out of pocket. So just last minute, you can scan this QR, take a picture of it, and fill out the form, and you can get more information about Woodbury that way.
Thank you so much, Omar. Again, these are quick and fast. I tell you what. Thank you so much for everyone who's joined us tonight. These were just a quick snapshot into these colleges and universities, so make sure that you're connecting with them afterwards to get more information. Thanks for joining us tonight. When you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Make sure that you're connecting with the website where you signed up so you can get this recording, because this session was recorded. Thanks so much, and best wishes with your college search. Bye, guys.